In my school, in some tests, I got 10 full marks, but in Chanakya tutorials, I didn't get anything.
Okay. Why? What happened, Sudesha?
Sir, I joined through phone, so that's why.
Okay. So last class we started up to solid, liquids, and gases, right? We studied up to solids, liquids, and the gases. But the flotation and the biogens also discussed in the last classes only. Then last classification is according to the attraction towards the magnet. Okay. So what is a magnet? What is a magnetic substance? What is a magnetism?
Sir, magnetism is the ability of a substance to attract to a magnet.
Ability of the substance.
A substance, the ability of a substance to be attracted to a magnet. Example: iron, nickel, and cobalt.
Yeah. So ability of the metal or the ability of the substance to attract towards the magnetic field is called as in magnetism. So some elements will attract towards the magnet, some elements will not get attracted towards the magnet, right? Or some substances. So based upon that also you can separate them into different groups based upon the magnetic nature. Okay. And the next one, conduction of heat. What is this conduction of heat? What is the meaning of conduction of heat?
Ma'am, sorry, sir. Sir, conductors and insulators. Sir, conductors are materials which can allow a heat or electricity to pass through it, sir. And insulators are materials that do not allow heat or electricity to pass through them.
Very good. What about Sriharsha? Turn on your cam, everyone.
Sir, and people use plastic or wood as handles of the pans or anything because the if it was metal, sir, the heat would be passed through it and we could get burns, sir. And if we put wood or plastic, the heat won't pass through the plastic or wood, so we won't get any burns, sir.
Okay, good. Everyone turn on your cam. Sriharsha. Good. Sriharsha, unmute yourself. Sriharsha, unmute yourself.
Sir,
Yeah. So what you know about the conduction of heat? And tell me examples or substance which will conduct the heat.
sir, we can use the heat to cook the food, or we can use the heat to keep ourselves warm.
Okay.
And for campfires.
Campfires. Okay.
Sir, and we can use the heat for melting some waste substances also. So
Okay,
we can use fire to keep animals away if we are in a forest, or if we need light if we are in a dark place.
Sir, this came in
Okay.
my social exam, sir.
Sir, we will get
Sir, we
from
use
the
fire.
Ashwath, please wait.
Sunlight.
Ashwath,
Main
please wait.
source.
Yeah,
Sir,
continuous.
the main source is sunlight.
Okay, very good. You are saying about the use of the heat. But what is the meaning of conduction of heat? We are discussing about the conduction of heat, right?
Yes, sir.
Then what is the meaning of that? And what is the picture it is shown on the notepad?
Sir, I don't know that meaning, sir, but I know what is that, sir. Sir, we will use that for cooking, sir. Cooking utensils.
Okay. Suppose if you take the wood piece, whether it will conduct the heat?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
No. Whether
Sir,
wood will conduct the heat.
Sir, it will catch the fire, but it will not conduct the heat, sir.
Very good. Wood will catch the fire, but it will not conduct the heat, right? Same with the plastic also. Plastic
Sir,
also
but
will not.
some stones, sir, but some stones will conduct the heat, sir.
Okay, but one thing is conduction of heat means what? Transferring of heat from one end to the other end. Suppose if you take iron rod, if you heat the iron rod at one end, automatically heat will be transferred to other end, right? That is the conduction of heat.
Sir, like if we put
Sir,
in some construction areas they put the iron rods under the sun. Yeah, if we hold the rod, it will be complete. All the places on the rod will be.
sir means something which become full of heat. It is called of conduction of heat.
Sir, for conduction of heat, we even use a magnifying glass.
That is different. Magnifying glass and all. That is experiment is different. But if the substance is passing the heat from one end to the other end, that is the meaning of conduction of heat. Okay. That means heat will transfer from one place to other place in the substance, right? Suppose if you keep a pan on the stove, what will happen? The stove will supply the heat under the pan, but above the pan also the heat will be supplied, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But if you take the handle part of the pan, whether the heat will transfer to handle part of the pan?
Sir, no, sir.
No, because handle part is made up of a hard plastic. Whatever the heat is there below the pan, it will not transfer to the handle part, but only it will transfer to the whatever the steel part or the iron part of the pan only. Understanding now?
Yes, sir.
That
Sir,
means
and if we keep, sir, while making chapatis, we will use one they'll call us kerita, that one, no, sir. If we keep that on more time on a pan, it will also become full of heat, sir.
yeah,
It'll
because
burn.
that is the material, right? That is the steel material will conduct the heat. Okay, so that is all about the conduction of the heat. So based upon the
Sir?
conduction of the heat, also you can classify the element substance into different groups. Okay, first turn on your cam, everyone. Sudesha, Ashwath,
So 1 minute.
Drona.
Sir, I need to turn off my webcam for a while.
Okay, okay. Then, so conduction of heat, attraction towards a magnet. Some materials will be attracted towards a magnet. Some other materials cannot be attracted towards the magnet. So based upon that also,
Sir, conduction of heat and electricity is just same, but except for conduction is heat and heat is different from electricity. Sir.
electricity means
Just
what? Heat is different, electricity is different, right? Heat is a form of energy and electricity will also form of energy only, but it will happen in the different mode. Okay. So in the case of
sir, about
electricity,
conduction of electricity, sir.
yeah. In the
Sir,
case of electricity, we can say as the conductors or the insulators. What is the meaning of conductors?
conductors are the materials which allows to pass electricity or heat through it.
Conductors means the material which will allow to
Electricity
pass
to
the
pass through it.
electricity is called a conductors. Insulator means the materials which will not conduct the electricity.
Not
Materials do not conduct the electricity are called as insulators. Okay. So based upon that also you can classify the elements into or the substance into the different groups based upon the conductors, based upon the insulators.
Sir, about the conduction of electricity, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, impure water is also can conduct heat. That is why when we touch electric wires, sir, we get shock because we have iron in our blood, and we also our body also has water, impure water, sir. And sorry, water, sir. It has water.
Generally, the conduction of electricity is done because of presence of ions or because of presence of free electrons. Okay, the conduction of electricity is happened due to the presence of ions or free electrons.
Yes, sir. Sir, our blood contains iron, and also our body contains water. That's why we get shock when we touch electric wires.
Okay, so if you take the impure water also, it will conduct the electricity because it will contain the so many insoluble salts are there. So these are responsible for the conduction of electricity in the impure water. But if you take the pure water, it has a less conduction of electricity than the impure water, because in the case of pure water there is no dissolved substance, right, or dissolved salts will be there. So when you compare the impure water and the pure water,
Sir, I have
pure water will have the more conduction of electricity power than the pure water. Okay.
sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, sir, 1 minute, sir. Sir, when we put minus and plus wire into water, sir, like when we put when we heat the water using that one, sir, people after we do the activity, people will say that we should not drink the water, right, sir? That why is that? When we heat water.
If you put the plus and minus wire in the water, what will happen? Electricity will conduction will be happen.
Yes, sir. The heat, also the heat, the water will get heated.
Whatever the ions are there, it will move from displaces from the water, but it cannot exactly, we cannot drink that water. It's not like that. Okay. Next, what about the Lohini? What's your doubt? You raise your hand.
Sir, that when you were saying that it's pure something, can you repeat that again? I didn't understand what you were saying that.
Okay. Suppose if you take the pure water and the impure water, impure water will conduct the electricity more than the pure water, because impure water will contain some impurities and the salt, right?
Yes, sir.
Those impurities only responsible for the conduction of electricity in the impure water. But when you take the pure water, those type of salts and the impurities are absent. So only it will conduct the less electricity from the pure water.
Oh, so from impure it'll collect more and from the pure it'll collect the rest, sir.
Yeah. If you take tap water and the distilled water, tap water will conduct the electricity more than the distilled water.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So any doubts, anyone? So this should turn on your cam.
1 minute, sir.
Okay, this is all about the sorting of materials into groups. Any doubts in this chapter? So today we are going to start the new chapter, that is the separation of substance.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have to tell the answers. What is the meaning of separation of substance? What is the separation techniques, you know? First, we'll give chance to Drona.
Sir, threshing.
Drona.
Sir, there's a lot of background noise right now. So can you give me 2 minutes, sir?
Sorry, Drona.
Sir, there is a lot of background noise right now, sir, due to construction, sir.
Okay. But we can hear your voice clearly, no problem. You can speak and you can unmute afterwards.
Sir, can you repeat, sir?
What are the different suppression techniques you know? Sriharsha, arrange your cam properly.
Yes, sir.
So Drona, what are the different suppression techniques you know? Or you already studied in the lower classes? Or which you
Sir?
can see, what are the different suppression techniques you know? Or which you are studied already in the lower classes? Or you can see it in the outside environment. Sudisha next.
So 1 minute. Sir, can you repeat the question again?
What are the different separation techniques you know?
Sir, sedimentation, decantation, filtration, then that's it, sir.
Very good. What about the Lohini?
So sedimentation, decantation, filtration, and
Sir, may
evaporation
Very
and
good.
decantation.
Okay.
That's also I remember.
What about Sriharsha? Sriharsha, unmute yourself. Drona, Sudisha, turn on your cam. Sriharsha, unmute yourself and you can speak. Sriharsha,
Sir,
what are the different separation techniques you know?
sir, the different separation techniques are hand picking, threshing, sieving, and winnowing.
Very good. Yeah, Ashwath.
Sir, threshing, sieving, winnowing, handpicking, sedimentation, filtration, decantation. That's it, sir.
Very good.
Evaporation also, sir. Separating seawater, salt from seawater.
Okay, very good. So this and all separation techniques we'll study in this chapter, okay? So first, what is the meaning of pure substance? What is the meaning of impure substance? What is the difference? Pure substance means the substance which contain only one type of particles, right? Substance which contain only one type of particles are called as in pure substance. So under the pure substance, we have the elements and compounds. Pure substance means what? Substance which contain only one kind of particles are called as in pure substance. So under the classification of pure substance, we have two more things are there. One is the elements, the other one is the compounds. Okay. 1 minute, please. Okay, sorry. So elements and compounds are the pure substance which will comes under the elements or compounds are the pure substance. Okay. Suppose if you take iron, copper, water, salt, all these are the pure substance only. Because iron and copper will comes under the element category, water and the salts will comes under the compounds category. Okay. Then what is the meaning of impure substance? Along with the pure substance, some unwanted materials will be there, right? Along with the pure substance, some unwanted materials are there. Those are called as an impure substance. Or we can say substance containing more than one type of constant particles are called as an impure substance. Okay. Substance which contain more than one type of particles are called as an impure substance. So if you take the impure substance, the pond water. If you take pond water, there are so many types of particles are there inside the pond water, right? Okay. There are many kinds of particles are will be there inside the pond water. So those are the impure water. Okay. Don't take milk as a impure because we don't consider exactly. That's a mistake is there. You can say as a one more thing example. Can anyone tell the impure substance example? Rice with stones. Suppose if any stones are there along with the rice, stones are the impure material, right? Which we don't want.
Sir, water with dust.
Water with dust. Very good.
Sir, for the rice and for the rocks, we can do it by hand picking.
Hand picking. Yeah, Siddharth, good evening. Joined late.
Yes, sir.
So still only Ashwath is pending. Okay, great.
Sir is there, sir.
He's there, but he didn't turn on the video until you are coming.
Sir, I turned on. Sir.
Just now you on after that they came, right? I don't know whether you are playing hide and seek together.
No, sir.
No?
We're not playing hide and seek, sir.
Playing quiz?
No, sir. We're learning what you are saying, sir.
Okay. So clear what is a pure substance, what is impure substance?
Yes, sir.
And what is the meaning of impurities? Whatever the unwanted particles are there in the given substance are called as an impurities. Okay? Whatever the
Okay, sir.
unwanted particles are present in the substance are called as an impurities.
Okay,
Okay?
sir.
Then what is a
Okay, sir.
mixture?
Sir, sir, solutions or
What is the meaning
juices.
of mixture?
Sir, two types of substances making a
Sir,
different substance.
two substances
Combining to make a different
combining.
substance.
Yes, sir. A combined sir, an impure substance.
So you can take the screenshot of this component mixture tabular column. We'll discuss in the last, okay? Mixture means it will also contain two or more elements. Mixture means it will also contain two or more elements in the given substance, but these two or more elements are present in any ratio. They don't have any definite ratio at all. Understanding? Mixture means what? Having two or more substance in the having two or more components in the given substance, and these two or more components are present in any ratio. Okay, these two or more components are present in any ratio. So there is no definite ratio and all between the components in the mixture. But in the case of compound, what is a compound? It will also contain the two or more elements in the given compound, but they are present in the definite ratio. Suppose if you take,
Sir, but they're used for atoms, chemicals, and all that.
yeah, compounds will combine chemically, mixture will not combine chemically, mixture combine physically. In the simple language, I will tell you. Suppose if you want to form the water, what is the formula of the water? Anyone? What is the formula for the water?
Sir, H2O.
Hydrogen dioxide.
Not hydrogen dioxide. It is different. Okay.
Sir, hydrogen. Sir, hydrogen and O2 oxygen.
Okay. So we can say as a H2O means water. That's all the simple formula. So to form the water, we require two hydrogens, one oxygen. Okay. To form the water, we required compulsory only 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. Understanding? If you add 3 hydrogens and 2 oxygens, it is not the water. That means the compound will have the elements in the definite ratio only. Do you know the difference between definite ratio and any ratio, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 1 minute, please. One minute.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any doubts in this mixture and the compound?
No,
No, sir.
So mixture means whatever the components are there. Okay, whatever the components are there, they will present in any ratio. Okay, whatever the
Okay,
components
sir.
are there, they are present in any ratio. That is a mixture. Compound means the components will always in the definite ratio only. There is not any ratio. They are always present in the definite ratio only. That is a
Okay.
compound.
Okay, sir.
Now air is a mixture. Air is a mixture of gases or air is a compound of gases?
Sir,
it's
component.
a mixture of gases.
Air is a mixture of gases, right?
Yes, sir.
You can separate
Yes, sir.
each and every component or each and every gas from the air separately, right?
Yes, sir.
By using physical methods. But in the case of compounds, we cannot separate like that. We cannot separate the hydrogen separately and oxygen separately in the water by using physical methods. That is another difference
sir.
for the compound and the mixture. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
clear up to this?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So this is the first
Sir, you need mute, sir.
sorry, I was in mute for a long time.
No, sir.
No, sir.
You just muted, sir.
Just no muted. I didn't notice that one. Okay, sorry. So whatever the first points are there, those are the definition for the mixture and compounds. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What?
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So first point, second point, first point, second point. Any doubts in this first 2 points?
No, sir.
No. Then mixture can be 2 types. One is a homogeneous mixture, the other one is a heterogeneous mixture. What is the meaning of homogeneous and what is the meaning of heterogeneous? Anyone?
Sir, I don't know, sir.
One thing I will tell you.
Can
This is
you
a
repeat
friendly
the
class,
question
right?
again?
What is the meaning of homogeneous mixture? What is the meaning of heterogeneous mixture? See,
Sir,
Ashwath,
I know the meaning of
Ashwath is doing
homogeneous.
background work, I think so. Yes, Ashwath?
Sir, I know the meaning of homogeneous mixtures.
Yeah, tell.
Sir, the homogeneous mixtures are those where we cannot see them through our naked eyes.
Oh, very good. Next.
Sir, that's it.
That's it. Okay, suppose you are. I will explain you first definition, then I will give the example.
Yeah.
Okay. The components of the mixture will mix thoroughly throughout the mixture. Suppose if the mixture means what, 2 components will be there, right? These
Yes,
2
sir.
components will be mixed thoroughly throughout the mixture. That means they have the same uniform composition throughout the mixture. That is a homogeneous mixture. Okay, having the same uniform composition throughout the mixture, that is called as an homogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous means what? There will be no
Sir,
uniform mixing at all in the mixture. That is a heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous means there is no uniform mixing throughout the mixture. That is called as an heterogeneous mixture. Example, if you take,
Sir, uniform means?
I will tell you. Suppose if you take salt and water. If you mix salt in water, what will happen?
Sir,
The
it will
complete
become
salt will
salt
dissolve in the
water.
water, right?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
it will become a solute. I mean, what do we say? It will become solute.
Salt water.
Solution. Okay, salt water.
Solution.
And if you take glass of water, if you mix 1 tablespoon of salt also, that 1 tablespoon of salt will mix thoroughly complete glass of water, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
That means uniformly mixing, right? Everywhere. The top of the water
Yes.
is getting the salt, bottom water is also getting the salt, middle water in the glass also getting the salt. That means complete water is getting uniformly mixed, right? With salt.
Yes, sir.
Uniform means equal, equally mixing.
Okay, sir.
Understand now?
Yes, sir. Understand.
So yeah, homogeneous mixture means what? The mixture will have the uniform composition. Uniform composition means
Sir,
same
completely.
amount will be there in all the cases. Uniform composition throughout the mixture.
Sir, it will mix completely.
Yeah. And suppose if you take the what will say, air, the nitrogen and oxygen content is same everywhere, right?
Yes, sir.
Nitrogen will be 78%, oxygen will be 72%, 21%, and only that 1% will change always.
Yes, sir.
So it is also homogeneous mixture only. Or if you take the sugar solution, the sugar solution is homogeneous or not?
Yes, sir. It is, sir.
Understanding Drona and everyone, Lohini, Sriharsha. Okay. Then when you come to the heterogeneous, if you add the sand to the water, whether sand will mix thoroughly with the water,
Sir, no, sir.
sand will not mix properly with the water, right?
Yes, sir. It will not.
So it is an heterogeneous. Wherever there is no uniform mixing throughout the mixture, that is called as an heterogeneous, or they will form the different phases, that is called as an heterogeneous. Clear now? Heterogeneous.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then can you tell me some more examples for heterogeneous?
Sir, cocoa powder and water.
Okay. When you're mixing cocoa powder and water, what you will get?
Sir, will not get anything, sir. It will not mix.
Whether cocoa powder will mix thoroughly with the water or not?
No, sir.
No.
I don't think so, sir.
I not think so.
Yes, sir. It's not right.
Hmm?
Sir, are you on mute, sir?
No, sir, it is not on mute.
I was not in the mute. I was just asking you only, right? Whether cocoa powder will not mix properly in the water or not.
Sir, it doesn't, sir.
Hmm?
Sir, it doesn't.
Yes.
Then what about the oil and water?
Sir,
Sir,
they're
oil and water don't mix, sir.
immiscible, sir. They're the oil, the layer of oil will be up and the water will be below, sir.
Is it a
won't mix.
homogeneous mixture or heterogeneous mixture then?
Sir, hydrogen.
Oil and water is a homogeneous or heterogeneous?
The heterogeneous.
Hydrogen.
Very good. Next,
Sir, I'm not.
honey and
Sir, I
water.
have one doubt, sir.
Okay. What, Ashwath?
Sir, I am not under.
You are not understanding what is homogeneous and heterogeneous.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have no doubt about the question. Just how do you pronounce them, sir?
About what?
Sir, homogeneous and the other one, sir.
Homogeneous and heterogeneous.
Homogeneous and heterogeneous, sir.
Yeah, heterogeneous.
Okay, sir.
I think someone has turned on your TV in the background. Who is it?
Sir, actually my father, sir.
Oh, sorry.
It is Sudesh.
Okay. Yeah, Ashwath, what is your doubt? Didn't understand
I'm
what is
not
the
understanding heterogeneous and uh,
homogeneous.
Heterogeneous and homogeneous.
Okay, 1 minute, please. I will show one image, then you'll understand clearly. Okay. I will find out some image on the homogeneous and heterogeneous. You will understand it easily. Okay. Don't worry. One minute. Now, can you see the picture here?
Yes, sir, we can see, sir.
Now, if you see the first three solutions, one is mixing of salt and water, mixing of sugar and water, mixing of copper sulfate and water. Mixing of salt and water, the salt will be mixed thoroughly with the complete water, right?
Yes, sir.
If the mixing of the two components is same or thorough completely in each other, that is a homogeneous. That means we have the uniform mixing throughout the mixture. Suppose if we take salt solution as a mixture, the salt will be completely uniformly mixed throughout the water. Uniformly means what? Equally mixed in all proportions.
Okay, sir.
Understand, Ashwath, now?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Suppose if you sip the top glass water, what will happen? You'll get the only salt water, right?
Yes, sir.
If you sip the bottom of the water from the glass, again you'll get the salt water only, right?
Yes, sir.
That means salt is completely uniformly mixing throughout the water, right?
Yes, sir. Completely, sir.
Okay, if you keep that water idle for some 10 minutes, whether salt will be separated from water?
Sir, no, sir.
Ashwath, is it separated?
Sir, can you repeat the question?
If you keep the salt water ideal for 10 minutes, whether salt and water will be separated?
Sir, under sunlight, yes, sir.
Not under sunlight in the normal conditions.
No.
No, right? So this type of solution is called as an homogeneous mixture. Homo means same.
Okay,
Will
sir.
form same throughout the mixture. Throughout the mixture, it will be same only. That is a homogeneous. Heterogeneous
Sir,
means.
so the only way for
So hetero means
Wait.
same, sir.
Hetero means not same. That's the difference. Yeah, Ashwath, what is your doubt?
Sir, so the only way to separate homogeneous substances, sir, like salt and water is evaporation, and for heterogeneous like sand and water, it is sedimentation, decantation,
Yeah, very
filtration,
good.
like that.
You can use the filtration or decantation or sedimentation. You can use for the heterogeneous.
Sir, is distillation also used?
Distillation you'll use for the homogeneous as well as heterogeneous also. Homogeneous mostly will use.
Okay, sir.
Now heterogeneous means what? Whatever the two components are there, they will not mix properly with each other. They will always in the separated phase only. That is a heterogeneous. Now clear? Suppose if you take the fourth and fifth jar, sand and water is there. Initially, if you stir the sand properly, now they will mix thoroughly. But if you keep that glass ideal for some time, now what will happen? The sand will settle at the bottom of the beaker, right? And water will come up.
Yes.
That means
Yes,
there
sir.
is no uniform mixing throughout the mixture. Sand will be there at completely one place, water will be there at completely other place. That means there is no uniform mixing, right? It's not mixing equally. So that type of solution are called as an heterogeneous. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
Now a simple definition is given. The mixture in which particles of the substance present can be seen easily are called as an heterogeneous mixture. We can see the sand and water separately easily, right?
Yes, sir.
So the type of substance are called as an heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous means the mixture in which particles of the substance cannot be seen easily are called as an homogeneous mixture. Your homework for today is write down 10 examples for the homogeneous as well as heterogeneous.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Write
Sir,
down.
sir, last 10 minutes, can I put one quiz, sir?
Not now because quiz we'll do it in the next class. Okay.
Sir wrote, sir.
Okay. And I'm gonna end the session before itself. Within 2 or 3 minutes, I have some other work is there.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay, but I understand, right? What is the homework I have given for you and what is the topic we are discussing?
Yes, sir. We need to write
Sir,
10
can you tell the
examples of homogeneous and heterogeneous.
Examples for the homogeneous mixture and the examples for the heterogeneous mixture.
Sir, 10 examples, right, sir?
Yeah, 10 examples.
Okay, sir.
So impurities, what is a pure substance? What is an impure substance? Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay, then why we want to need the separation first? Why we want to separate the components from the mixture? Lohini?
Sir, to get a pure substance.
To remove the harmful substance, sir.
To remove the harmful substance, very good. So we have to remove the harmful substance from the mixture, right? For that only we have to separate the different components in the mixture. The next one.
Sir, to
Sir,
obtain the
separate.
useful compound.
So after removing the harmful substance only we will get the useful components.
Sir, separation of substances is necessary when we need to remove any harmful or unwanted substance, sir.
Yeah. So to remove the unwanted substance or the harmful substance, or to remove the impurities from the pure sample, or to get the useful component of the substance from the mixture. For these three purposes only we will do the separation techniques. So we have the different separation techniques are there that we'll gonna discuss in the next class only. But before that, tell me what are the different properties which will affect the separation techniques.
Sir,
We will use the different properties of the particles, right? Based upon different properties of the particles only, we'll use different separation techniques. So what are the
yes,
different
sir.
properties here?
Particle size, sir, the boiling point, the melting point.
Particle size, density, melting point, boiling point, volatility. Okay.
Sir, what is volatility?
Volatility means the substance which evaporate easily. Suppose if you take petrol, petrol has a high volatile nature, means if you keep it in the open atmosphere, it will evaporate easily, right?
Yes.
So whichever the substance is more will evaporate easily, those are called as volatile substance. Non-volatile means which will not evaporate easily. Okay. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Then I'm going to end the session here itself. Clear?